Hello. Oh, wrong button. Haven't played this in a while. Ah, there we go. Ah, there we go. Wrong button. Hey, Sophie. I figured I'd give this more of a try. Me to do this. And I need to remember which the control scheme. Yeah, I know that's what you think. Hey Moon, how's it going? Yeah, Sophie's trying to throw shade at the first two Dark Souls. Dope. Dope. So how's it going, Moon? And Sophie, you guys doing okay? Ah, dang it. That's good. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just having an interesting time listening to this trial. Yeah, the fact that you maintain that about Dark Souls 1 is what makes you laugh the most. I know all about the objectively bad stuff about DS2, but I still think it's funny. Calling DS1 bad is the one that makes me go, really? Hmm? Yeah, it's amazing when you have people not in the US actually giving a shit about a US trial. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've played enough of Dark Souls 3 to already disagree with you on that. Oh, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Now that's a bag of snakes. Ouch. Yeah, like I said, it's a friggin' bag of snakes. So, you know when all the BLM stuff was running rampant last year? There's a city named Kenosha, which is only about like 2 miles, it's only about 2 hours away from where I grew up. And there was a riot / protest that was happening there. And this kid by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse went there to help protect the community. He ended up having to kill 2 people who were trying to kill him. And he severely injured a 3rd. And it was definitely self-defense. And he is on trial for that. Sorry. One sec. Up. It's my volume is already set as high as it goes. No, it's not the one that went full anarchist, but it had a few really bad nights. Yeah, crazier than big cat. That kind of fits. How? Oh, wait. Forgot about that. See if that helps. Because politics. We've got we've got the media claiming things that aren't true. And they're reporting on the trial, claiming that things that are happening in the trial that aren't happening, things like that. It's just insane. Kind of, yeah. It's just more apparent than usual.
Well, you're not alone. We may have us seek the lords of Sindarin, but we're talking true legends with them. Don't you think?
Welcome to the prime firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of places that are going insane currently.
the lords have left their throne. To this end, I am at thy side. Very well, then touch the dot. Take nourishment from these.
Oh, lovely. Dude, I'm not talking about vaccinations. Do you have any clue how YouTube can get about talking about vaccine stuff? Yeah, I'm not going there. Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
Farewell, Ashen One.
That's okay. Just saying. If I talk about that on YouTube, especially some things that I do think, YouTube might have a conniption.
Well, I am not as a your top. Let me I am.
I might discuss it with you a little bit on Discord at some point, but yeah.
Pretty be careful.
Actually, I'll be back in 1 sec. I gotta hit the bathroom. A certain show. Which certain show? I'm sure I should know, but which one? Oh, okay. We said a certain show, and I thought that meant that I should have known. Oh, okay. I've heard some good things about that. I take it you really like it. Ah, see. Like I said, I've heard some good things about it. Ah, cool. Okay. Yeah, cool. Nice. Ah, crap. Wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. By the way, one thing I don't like about either Dark Souls 2 or 3 in comparison is the fact that you have to go back to somebody to level up. I like being able to level up at the friggin' bonfire. That annoys me. By the way, I've gotten a little bit used to Bloodborne, where I hit things and get hit points back. I tend to play on the consoles, but even before that, when I did play on the on my PC, I rarely use mods. It helps that I knew that that guy was there. Binoculars. Mm-hmm. Which also, it would definitely change the game. I mean, it may make it may make the game better in your opinion. But if you are going to compare Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 3, you need to compare quote unquote vanilla. If you don't compare vanilla to vanilla, you are not comparing Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 3. Just saying. No, that's not to say you can't like it more with the mod. You can. Because yeah, that's fair. But I just don't think that you're actually comparing the games. That's all I'm really trying to say. Okay, as long as you're comparing vanilla to vanilla, I don't have that big of an issue with it. I was getting the feeling that you were comparing using mods. My bad. Yeah, I wasn't trying to say that, but that was kind of my thoughts, and I've seen other people do that. So yeah, my bad on thinking that that's what you were doing. I apologize. And I think I need a torch. Torchy, torchy, torchy. Yeah.
Ashen one.
Just wasn't it?
Oh yeah, those are great. I watched those a while ago. Okay, so as somebody who has played Dark Souls 3 a lot, just like I can give you more advice about Dark Souls 1, would you recommend that I upgrade my battle axe using my fire gem? Oh, I'll take a look. Would it be worthwhile for me to upgrade in my battle axe with the fire gem infusion? To be specific. This. I'm thinking probably not, because I am using in physical attacks. So this would take out my attribute bonus, now that I think about it. Yeah, well, I'm not doing interfaith. This is a warrior. But it also removes the scaling with the... Yeah, actually, I'm going to get a new weapon eventually. I think that for the beginning, this is probably very worthwhile. Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking that since I'll be upgrading it to something else, I think that in the short term, I think it's worthwhile. Now that I think about it closer. Does that make sense? But there's no way that long term it would be worthwhile. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Just now that I think about it more, I think that this is something that I want to do. Because I'm not going to be using this axe. I'm going to be I'm going to be finding new weapons. So in the short run, it'll be worthwhile. Yeah. It's kind of like when you're playing Dark Souls 1 and you get that really kick-ass dragon sword. It's great for the short term, but if you keep using it, it hampers you. Let's go get me just a few more souls, and then I'm going to infuse this thing. Yeah, and actually I have the fire gem because I decided to take that as my bonus item to begin with. So, yeah. I know. That's one of my beefs. There's so many things in Dark Souls 1 that I miss in both Dark Souls 2 and 3. That's part of why I take exception to your comment of Dark Souls 1 less than Dark Souls 3. I mean, I'm willing to admit that there are solid reasons that you have. I have actually seen some of them that people have said that I can understand. I just don't think that they work. I mean, I get it. When I say don't think they work, I mean, I don't think that they actually... Okay, to be completely honest, I don't like this entire thing where the world is not fully connected. I don't like that I have to go from this bonfire to get to another bonfire. I don't like that the world is not one big world. That's one of the things that made Dark Souls 1 really good to me. Yeah, I think that we'd probably end up coming to an agreement on that, honestly. Because I can see the arguments on the other side as well.
Just good, wasn't he?
But just overall, I really, really, really like the entire world being one big world. And I don't really like it being able to warp from bonfires immediately. I miss the shortcuts. The shortcuts were great. Actually, I prefer that. I mean, it makes it easier to be able to fast travel everywhere, but no, no, no. I don't think it's better at all. Sophie, just so you know, I don't have my phone open to this. I'm listening to that trial I mentioned before. The only way that I can read the only way that I can read what you're saying is the thing that shows up on the right hand side of the screen. So when you type a whole bunch into it, it shows up on the screen. Oh, yeah. I do question Dark Souls in its choice of which bonfires to actually make available. Oh, no, it's fine. I just want to make sure you realize that. A lot of times I'll actually have it open in my chat on my phone right next to me. Right now, I'm just specifically listening to something else. That's all. I just thought I'd make sure that you realized. Cool. I mean, I hate telling you that because I actually don't know what the actual character limit is for what it shows on the screen. If that makes sense. Yeah, and I kind of get what you're saying. It's just the shortcuts make the world feel more like a world to me, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure if it does. Ah, crap. Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, that's part of why I kind of hate Halo. I'm not sure if you've ever seen me go on my rants about Halo, but that's one of them. I don't like levels. I like a world. No, that makes sense. That makes sense to me a lot. Dark Souls 2 I will defend, but I do understand its issues. And at some point it might be something for us to discuss actually, because it could be an interesting discussion. Yes, right now I am farming a little bit. Oh, well apparently we do. One sec. God damn it, I don't want to have to go over to my channel, but I will. Give me a sec. Dr. Eggman is going bye-bye. I do not care if he has an explanation. He is adding nothing to this and is actually actively getting in the way. And grr for making me have to actually leave the stream I'm listening to. Not amused. Yeah, I'm just going to hide him on this channel. There we go. Oh, there kind of is an explanation, but only if it's somebody that, but only if it's somebody that that's actually known to the friggin' channel. You don't get to do that. It without being a friend of the channel, and even then, it makes me go stop doing it. He's gone now. So, actually, could you repeat what you said before the spam started? Because I think I remember it, but. You're saying something about, wouldn't that mean that I wouldn't like a lot of games? If there's more to it, please let me know before I actually finish responding. Because there's more nuance to what I said, and to my opinion, than what I actually just said there. Ah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to... Cool. Oh, fuck off. Okay, Soapy, I am going to give you mod privileges. I don't want you to use it very often. But if you see something like this happening, just kick them from the channel. I will take actions if you abuse it, but I'm going to give it to you. But I'm going to give you that. Cool. Okay. Now, to answer your actual question, the problem that I have with Halo is that people keep on talking about how it revolutionized the FPS on consoles, right? And I'm like, well, great. I remember when I played Doom, and when I had the rocket launcher, I didn't get access to lots of rockets, so each rocket was important. So if I didn't have good trigger discipline and I just let rockets go, okay, 8 levels in the future, I'm going to be missing the fact that I used those. But now, due to the way that Halo is structured, there's no real difference between what I chose to do in the second or third level of the game versus is well, actually not. There's no real difference between between firing off that rocket in the second or third level of the game versus not doing it once I'm at level 8. But in Doom, I might actually be looking back and going, why did I use that rocket? But in Halo, it's been made episodic. It's not so much that there are levels that I take exception to. It's when the level aspect turns something into an episodic game where it doesn't matter what you've done before, and that bothers me. And you're not wrong that it does mean that it leads me to dislike a good portion of games. You're not wrong about that. So, yeah. Thanks for taking care of that. You know, I just got enough souls that I could probably give myself another level. When I say that those games are necessarily yeah, I actually would say, but I actually would say that those games are bad in my personal opinion because of that. That doesn't mean that other people are going to agree. This is coming from a person with hardcore ADD, but the way that I put it is that these games are encouraging an extremely attention deficit viewpoint on how to play a game, and I don't like that, and I think it's bad for the industry. So yeah. Hello. Oh shit! How did that guy let me just stare through the window bar through those bars without attacking me in the back? What the hell? I can see that, and to a degree, especially depending on my mood, I can actually say that I'm there with you. But there are times I like micromanagement. It's a push and pull. It really is. I really hate saying this is the way, because even when I say something like that, I always find exceptions. So even when I make a flat out statement, I can almost always find a reason why even I disagree. But in general, I don't like Halo for the reasons that I just told you. And I especially dislike it for the fact that it's held up as this gold standard. It's the gold standard, which is what makes me so annoyed. Gotcha! Wait, how'd those two survive? Oh, I love Assassin's Creed. Yeah. By the way, original Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed games are much better than the current ones. Wait, did that guy walk down and away from... I don't think I ever had that happen before. I've always had to fight him. Oh, it's messy. You're not wrong there. I still love it, but it's very messy. Don't get me wrong. I am not unqualified. I'm not giving it a best game ever thing there. I'm just saying I love it. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I think in the Ezio, it gets. I think that it might be the best. The best with when they're doing Ezio. This is not an opinion that I have from playing them too much. So yeah. Oh yeah. No, but when I say earlier, I don't mean the earliest. I'm actually talking about like the Altair, Ezio era. I think were better. I think that they were the. I think that they were the best before they started having the level up mechanic and making it more of a role playing game. I think that they kind of started getting worse at that point. But I don't really know for sure. That's just a feeling. Oh, I still like them. I've actually bought the current one. They're still fun. I'm just saying that they aren't as good. I don't think. A large part of why I say they aren't as good is that it really feels like they sometimes forget the assassin part of Assassin's Creed, if that makes any sense. Especially when I was playing Valhalla. I still need to get further into that, but it's not, to a certain degree, it stops feeling like you're an assassin and just that you're a person who has stealth abilities. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's actually kind of what I'm trying to say.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then touch the pig.
But like I said, that's not saying that I don't think that they're bad. I mean, that's not saying that I think they're bad. I enjoy them, and on an overall basis, they may be better. It's just it's kind of like it's almost like talk about Star Wars. Is The Last Jedi a good movie versus saying is The Last Jedi a good Star Wars movie? Those are two very different questions. Does that make sense? Ah. Oh, that sucks. There's still a problem like that? What the hell? It's been out for a long time. Yeah, when you're judging something that's in a series, it's a different judgment from just a general judgment. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to say with the later Assassin's Creed games. I think I'm going to level up some dexterity because I'm gonna want to use some ranged weapons, especially since I don't have high intelligence. Ah. Not in the cracked version. I'm not going there. I tell ya. I get that. By the way, I'm not an anti-pirate. I understand piracy. I've got a bit of a nuanced take on it. I don't like it in general. No, I don't have a problem with it in general. I don't like it being used at all times. Like, if you don't have the money to buy something, I don't have a problem with you pirating it. After you pirated it, if you find out that you honestly think it's a shit game, I don't think you should pay for it. But if it's a game you really like and you keep on playing, I do think that when you have the money, you should pay for it. I do think you should support the people that make things that you honestly like. Well, that's a plus for Game Pass, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I've done that a lot of times. So when people bitch at me about saying that piracy should always be terrible, I'm just like, you do realize that, at least in my case, piracy actually gained them money. Because if it wasn't for piracy, I'd never have bought this game. I've gotten in some very heated arguments about this, by the way. Yes, that does happen. I actually remember a couple of games that I actually got the correct version after I already bought the game because the correct version was working better. Yeah, I've actually done that. Try to explain that to some people. I think I've heard something about that game. I don't. It's ringing a bell, but I'm not recalling much about it, to be honest. Mailbreaker. You know, I've never actually used the Mailbreaker. I've seen people actually talk about the Mailbreaker in DS1 and DS3 as being something decent. I've just never actually gotten around to really exploring its use. Your internet broke. That's never a good thing. Ah, I see. Yeah, most of the time I'm on mobile when when I'm doing stuff besides being the streamer. By the way, I've had somebody who's been asking me to actually stream some like OG Legend of Zelda stuff. I recently figured out how to get how to actually share my screen and stream from my mobile. So, and by the way, that's where I play my emulated games. So, I may be trying to do that sometime soon. So, if you're interested in some original Legend of Zelda stuff, I might be thinking about trying to do that sometime soon. I tell you, I just plugged myself. Woot. Yeah, if you're interested, then just I'm not sure when I'm going to start doing it, but I'm planning on it. Oh shit. Hi. Hey, killed it. Okay then. Yeah. And I know that I just missed as to one of those scuttling things. So I'm going to need to come back to try to get that. Oh, and also when you say that was a genius move, I think I'm just going to accept that as you saying that I made a genius move and say thank you. I'm more than happy to pretend that I have to pretend that I have been and given a compliment. So thank you. Now, by the way, I'm exceptionally humble, just so you know. Oh shit! That was not what I meant to do. There we go. Yeah, I actually was wanting to have this fight. I kind of felt cheated and having accidentally avoided it. If that makes any sense. Because I want to legitimately beat this guy. There we go. Because I kind of wanted to legitimately beat him. I didn't really like just going by his back. I mean, if I had done that with the intent to do it, that would be one thing. Because I like being sneaky. But I didn't intend to do that. It just happened. So I didn't feel any win for having done that, if that makes any sense. Oh, I need 5 more souls for another level. Now, let's go get a level. Which, again, means I have to go to Firelink's Shrine, get the level, and then come back. Yep.
Welcome home, speaker. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take note.
Yep. Pirate Keeper. Yeah. One thing that is nice in both Dark Souls 2 and 3 is that you can actually take a look and see how many more souls you actually need. I think it's in Dark Souls 2 as well. But you can actually take a look and see how many more souls you need before your next level. So at least you don't have to go back and try when you don't have enough. Yeah, but at least in Dark Souls 1, all you have to do is hit a frickin' any of the friggin' bonfires. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go through a loading screen or anything. You just have to sit at a bonfire and say, "Do I have enough?" Yeah, none of the Dark Souls games are perfect. I agree with that. So I'm happy to agree with that statement. I have not been paying any attention to Elden Ring, to be honest. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I hope it's good. Oops. Ah, crap. Oh god, Dark Souls. The invader system in all of them. Yeah, you've never seen me just completely go batshit crazy about how much I hate the multiplayer system in this. I mean, I don't mind the help, but yay, I went human. I'm going to go to go do boss run. I'm being attacked. Fuck off. Yeah. That is the one thing that I hate about all Dark Souls games. Yeah. I completely understand that one. And I don't think any of the Dark Souls games handle it well. That is my one thing that I have against every Dark Souls game. Yep. Okay, I'm going to hit the bonfire and then I'm going to actually do a run. Woo. Invaders have a disadvantage. Invaders know what they're walking into. You're all kitted up to fight whatever you're getting ready to fight. They're kitted up to fight you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not so much better equipment. It's better, it's optimized against the player. I'm not even talking about cheaters. I'm talking about, I mean, there are cheaters, but I'm not talking about the main cheaters. I'm just saying that they know what they're walking into. So they're ready, having humanities to use or whatever. And they are kitted out with things that work well against a human player. Yeah. PvE is what I believe that. I believe that. Oh, actually, you're on PC. I'm on PlayStation. Or Xbox. More cheaters on those. Have fun. I mean, I'm not going to do console wars or PC Master Race stuff, but it's more difficult to cheat when you're on a console than when you're on on a PC. That's not to say that you can't cheat on the console, but it's easier on a PC. If you disagree with me on that, I'm going to ask you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely depends on the game. And I was going to say that if you disagreed with me on that, I was going to ask for evidence. This is not anti-PC. This is just talking about one aspect of it. Overall, I think PC is better. Currently, due to my own finances and things like that, the console is what I'm doing. But PC overall is better, in my opinion. That's just not what I'm doing right now. If that makes sense. Really? Interesting. Yeah, that's actually mostly what I was saying. It's due to the nature of the platform is what I was talking about. But more cheaters on the PS3? That's interesting. Really? My durability is still 80? How have I not lost durability? Oh, never mind. Yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Ah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I would agree. There's some objective ways to look at it that could say otherwise, but I think that those viewpoints are ignoring important things. That I don't know. I'd have to think more about that. It might have been. It also that doesn't just because it was built with it in mind doesn't mean that it was that was a good decision unless you have information about the development process. Just trying to be fair. Because I actually agree with the sentiment. Just being fair, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, no, I would agree with that, just on a subjective basis at least. I just don't like to make sweeping statements like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's full on BS. Yep. I mean that I'll defend Dark Souls in a lot of areas. I will not defend it in anything where you're talking about invaders. Hello, dude. Let's see if I survive this. I probably will, but just saying. First time I ever ran into him, I didn't. Woot. Yeah, I hear you. Like I said, I'm not going to defend anyone who claims that this that any of the invader mechanic is well thought out in Dark Souls. I consider the invader mechanics to be the worst thing about any of the Soulsborne games. You will have no arguments with me. You take out invaders and my read of Dark Souls is it's exceptionally higher. Mm-hmm. Draw the straight sword. Ah, right. This is a sword that requires you to actually have faith. Have faith. Well, have fun. Mm-hmm. Good talking to you. Shit. Okay, I have no S's left. Ah, shit. Ah, you're back. Yep, I'm gonna come and get you momentarily. Yep, you're gone. Holy crap. 32. Yeah. 17. Yep.
Ah, how Ashen one.
Welcome home, speaker. Very well, then take notes. Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay. I think I'm gonna just continue to play without being online. No one's here, and yeah, it's not that big of a deal.